The 10 News Weather Authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
Hello, everyone. This evening we have stayed pretty dry, and that's going to be the case for quite some time. Not a whole lot developing off towards the west quite yet, but notice that there's a system up in North Dakota over into Minnesota and another one in Texas and Oklahoma. The two low pressure systems that are developing to our west right this minute are going to be the two that bring a lot of Gulf moisture up, use some from further towards the north as well, turn it into a big old rain system that stretches across a third of the country and keeps us pretty soggy as we get into the later parts of next week. But before that, we get a pretty nice, dry, calm Monday with temperatures that are at least closer to average. We're at the point of the year when our averages are at their coldest, but take what we can get after these particularly cold afternoons with some highs in the 20s and 30s. Now, most of our winds tomorrow are going to stay rather calm so that we don't have too much wind chill to deal with those cold temperatures. Monday does get up into the 40s for most spots. NRV and Highlands both at 44. The Lynchburg and Southside trying to make it up towards 50. I think more spots will actually make it into the 50s on Tuesday, and we have even more heat to add on after that. Monday is, generally still on the cold side, but we are starting to add in heat at that point since we're done with that last system at this point. Tuesday brings additional heat in from the south, and then as we get towards Wednesday, rain starts to move in pretty early in the day. As we keep on getting into the later hours, it gets more consistent, and especially through Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we do have rather consistent rain. Like I was saying, it starts on Tuesday kind of as showers here and there. Wednesday and Thursday it builds. It takes until Friday for it to really be as consistent. And then both Friday and Saturday are going to have some fairly widespread rain. Currently, we're not in the main flood risk through the next 5 days at least. That generally stays down towards our south. We might end up in the flood risk towards Saturday just because we'll have some fairly consistent rain, but a lot of this rainfall is going to stay rather light, so I don't think there's a huge risk of that coming through. For some perspective, in December, we were able to get more than 4 inches of rain, but before that, we were staying really dry all the way from August to November. Even these 2-inch accumulations in September and November, pretty well below average. December was a real relief since we hadn't had a whole lot of rain since July. This month, we've already exceeded our precipitation average between both rain and snowfall, so we're up towards 3.2 inches above the 3.17 we normally get. In the next 6 to 10 days, so after this next rain system finishes up, we still have a little bit of above average rainfall, but the dryness further towards the west will approach us, especially as we get towards days 7 and 8. Tonight, we fall back down towards the teens, so it's still cold tomorrow. It's not as windy, but stay bundled up and you'll feel a lot better. As Monday goes along, we get to the 40s. Covington at 44, Danville 49. Tuesday is a little bit warmer with those showers starting to come in, and the warming trend does continue after that. We get to the 50s and then into the 60s for Thursday and Friday, well above average, and with all this cloud cover, we're able to hold on to quite a bit of that heat overnight for lows. That keeps us in the 40s for a lot of our lows, not only through the middle of the week, but well into the end. I think Sunday's when we start to dry out with some cooler air on the way.